Methylene Blue. Like so many other health optimization tools out there, there's a ton of conflicting information. Is it right for you? Should you try it? What are the benefits? Are there any risks? That's what we're gonna cover in today's video. So what is methylene blue? It's actually a pretty complex molecule with quite a history. So it actually started out as a dye in chemistry for staining slides. It also was used in industry for staining clothing. It's actually one of the original stains for blue jeans. Yet many of us choose to take it orally. Why would we do that? Well, methylene blue was also literally the first synthetic drug ever produced. And it was used for helping to fight infection, specifically malaria, also used to help treat pain and in mental health disorders. Now it's resurfacing as a tool for longevity and regeneration. Why is that? What is it doing for us? So methylene blue is literally blue, like as blue as you can imagine blue to be if you've never seen it or used it. At the same time, it could be clear. So when methylene blue is exposed to oxygen or it's oxidized, it remains this deep blue color. When it's reduced, it actually turns clear. And one of methylene blue's biggest roles inside of our body is in redox, reduction and oxidation pathways. So we can't metabolize methylene blue. As much methylene blue as you take, your body will eventually get rid of. But as it goes through your system, it plays a major role in these redox reactions. Redox reactions are used throughout a lot of our biochemistry, in particular in our mitochondria for ATP production. And so methylene blue has this amazing ability to stimulate complex 1, complex 2, and complex 3 inside the mitochondria to help the electron transport chain, the energy factory of our cells, produce more energy more efficiently. As part of that redox reaction, it's an antioxidant. As an antioxidant, it literally will help to reduce free radical and the potential free radical damage. Methylene blue has neurocognitive and neuroprotective factors, helping to protect our nervous system and improve cognition, memory, and mental focus. And as I said earlier, methylene blue is also very antimicrobial. It was one of the first medications ever used, and specifically for malaria, but methylene blue will help to kill parasites and bacteria and other microorganisms that are creating issues for our health and our microbiome. So while I don't use methylene blue every day, I do use it pretty frequently. I use it when I travel all the time, and I use it primarily when I travel, one, because it helps me stay in a fasted state for a longer period of time, and two, because of its antimicrobial characteristics. I also use it when I record a lot of videos, or I'm teaching, or I'm writing a lot, because I find that it really increases my cognition and my focus, allowing me to be more productive and efficient with my time when I need to do a lot of work. So for myself and for most of the people that I recommend this for, I do recommend cycling it, taking it for periods of time, not taking it for periods of time. It is not a vitamin. It's not a necessary molecule required for our health, right? So unlike something like vitamin D or vitamin C, that's literally a molecule that we require in our body for improved health, and deficiency would lead to disease, there's no deficiency of methylene blue. And so it's not a required nutrient. However, it's a great neurotropic that really helps to facilitate improved health, reduced oxidative stress, and improved mental clarity. The doses of methylene blue can range dramatically. On the low end, somebody might only take 5 or 10 milligrams a day. And on the upper end, somebody might take 1.5 to 2 milligrams per kilogram of body weight. That's quite a large fluctuation in dosage. But ultimately, I would recommend that someone start at the lower end and then experiment with themselves to see how much they need to get whichever results they're looking for. I did have a comment recently on the YouTube channel in one of the other videos we did, which was the red, blue, and O2 protocol. So combining methylene blue, red light therapy, and hyperbaric oxygen. So if you haven't seen that video, that's a great video to help better understand the synergy between those 3 different modalities. But in that, we had a comment that said something to the tune of, why would somebody use methylene blue? It's a synthetic molecule, and all it is an antioxidant, and there's so many other antioxidants out there. Why not use a more natural version? And I would agree 100%. If all I was looking for was the antioxidant component, there are many other and more powerful antioxidants to choose from. And in most cases, I would choose a more natural approach. But methylene blue isn't just an antioxidant. It does so much more inside of our body. And so I choose to use methylene blue, as I said, cycling it in and out for its varied effects, depending on what my needs are at any given time. And just a few words of caution. Number one is, it is as blue can be. I took a little methylene blue about a half hour ago, and it's still on my tongue. If you were to use a liquid methylene blue and spill it on your counter, it will stain whatever it touches. If you get it on your hands, it will stay there for hours. If you get it all over your teeth, it will stay there for a while too. So just be careful using it from that standpoint. If you do end up getting it all over the place and making a mess, you need to reduce it in order to get it to turn into its clear state, as I said earlier. And so when it's oxidized, it's blue. When it's reduced, it's clear. So any antioxidant will actually reduce methylene blue. You can use hydrogen peroxide, you can use vitamin C. There's also a product on Amazon that you can use to help get methylene blue out of and off of certain surfaces. And we'll put a link in the description for that as well. Also, just to note, the only actual contraindication that's really listed out there is what's considered to be a serotonin storm. And so if somebody's on very high doses of serotonin reuptake inhibitors, SSRIs, this would be something that you'd have to tread much more carefully with. In some cases, people might say, don't take it at all. In other cases, we might say, well, just start at that lower end of dosage and build it up. We've used it in all of these cases over the years, and we've done it very safely. So it's not a major risk in my mind, so long as you're responsible in the titration and the delivery of methylene blue while working with somebody who might also be on SSRIs. Now, obviously, I'm just covering the 30,000-foot view of methylene blue in just a few minutes on this video. There's a great book, The Magic Bullet by Dr. John Lawrence, about methylene blue in great detail. I wrote an article inside that book about, again, the synergies and the power of combining hyperbaric oxygen with methylene blue and the benefits that exist there. But that's a great book, also on Amazon. We could also list it on the description below in case you're really wanting to get a deeper dive into methylene blue, the history, the mechanisms, the benefits, etc. So I hope this helps answer a few of your questions on methylene blue, at least at a high level. Please take a look at Dr. John Lawrence's book. I know you'll find it extremely valuable, and we'll see you on the next video.